It's always fucking awkward to start, man. Just talk.
So I want to start this video off with a disclaimer. Do not attempt to do this, at least, if anything, not by yourself. And especially if you have, like myself, pre-existing undiagnosed mental health conditions. Because something like this takes a toll on your mind, on your heart, and your determination. It's really not a project for the faint of heart. That being said, I made the mistake / self-challenge of attempting to convert a cargo trailer into a tiny house. So let's start from the beginning. About a year ago now, I bought this 8x20 Continental cargo trailer and brought it home, and more or less immediately started getting to work on getting a general layout and taking wall panels off, getting insulation up, doing all the things that I had seen myself in various other YouTube tutorials. But there wasn't much content in the way of cargo trailers. And so, for the most part, I was applying what I had learned over the year prior to me purchasing the trailer, was everything I had learned from van building. So I had roughly a year of knowledge from building to electrical to plumbing that I had done in designing, that I had done prior to taking the plunge into this. However, even with all that, and a year later, as you guys saw from the beginning of the video behind me, things look pretty much a mess. But in the beginning, I had very much a clear idea of what was going on and what I needed to do. Because essentially the beginning is just uninstalling what's already in the trailer, like the walls and all the trim and all these things that need to come out so that you can put in what you need to put in to make it what you want. However, as time went by and the seasons changed, up here in the Pacific Northwest, we are very well known for seasonal depression with the gloomy gray skies that we get more or less year-round, aside from the few blessings we get here and there throughout the year. But as time went on and seasons changed, my mind grew cloudier, and finishing this project, along with trying to document it in just about any way, was becoming a huge challenge. And even to this day, I have attempted to make this style beginning video probably 5 times in the last 3 months. So if that doesn't attest to what I've been saying, or what I said at the beginning rather, do not do this without help. And if you are struggling mentally, please get help with that first. It's one thing to, say it. I need to practice what I preach, but regardless of that, take care of yourself before you try to do something like this, because it will it will hurt. Both physically, mentally, and emotionally. It will hurt you. But the end will be rewarding should you choose to take on this challenge. The end will be very rewarding, and you will be so proud of yourself once everything's done. And I am hoping to see that light at the end of this tunnel myself. But at the moment, as you've seen through the clips as they've been going, things kind of went forwards. It seemed like I was making steady progress, and then a lot of things started going backwards. Like my insulation started falling down, and the walls got more barren. And even as time's gone on, I've changed out all those first strips from 1x3s to 2x4s for reasons that I'll go into in another video. But I wanted to take the time to at least show you guys what I've gotten through so far, and I'm hoping that if anything, I will just live stream most of what I'm doing, because doing things like this, thinking about what needs to be said, and thinking about how it's going to be conveyed, rather than just actually getting the work done, which is already most of what's clouding my brain. Every single this, that, and the other thing that needs to be done. This needs to be done so that that can be done, but that needs to be done so that this can be done. It's a mess. Like, if you could do 40 things at once, you'd be blessed. If you could be in 40 places at once and just do every single thing at once, because that's almost what it feels like needs to happen. It almost feels like every single thing needs to be done at once. I lost my train and went off on a different track, but coming back to my train, I might just live stream most of this stuff, because thinking about where to place the camera and all this stuff, just if I can place the camera in one spot, and hell, even just be people's background noise while they're home doing stuff, that's fine by me. If you learn something from the videos, that's what I'm trying to help with, because like I said, there's not that much content on converting a cargo trailer into a tiny house. There's a lot on vans, there's a lot on shipping containers, there's not a lot about the middle ground here, and I'm trying to fill that gap a little bit, but unfortunately, between my mental capacity and how much actually needs to get done in here, I can't actually be a tutorial guy as much as I would like to, but I can at least be a time lapse, show you how it's done kind of guy. So if you're willing to stick around with me for the journey, hit the subscribe button down at the bottom. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the story so far of the cargo trailer and CHP Adventures, the beginning. I plan on doing other things other than this build here, hence why it's not Adventures. One, because it was taken, but two, because I wanted to continue my old stuff a little bit of CHP Technologies, just not necessarily in the same vein as I used to. But with that, I think I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever time of day you're watching this. And I will catch you all the next time I muster up the brain power to do something like this again.